Yo, what is up, guys? It is Nick, or the Notorious Fantasy, back in today with another fantasy football video. In this video, I've got the Redskins versus the Vikings Thursday night football matchup. Who should you start and who should you sit at every single position? Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, and defense. Now, before I get into this Thursday night football matchup start sit video, I'd like to give you guys a word from my sponsor, OverlayDFS.com. All right, guys. So how Overlay DFS works is all you have to do is make 12 simple start-sit decisions. Are you going to go with Russell Wilson versus Deshaun Watson, Jared Goff, or Tom Brady? Who is going to score the most points in that matchup? All you got to do is make 12 picks. It is that simple. So now I'm going to go about how I do it. What I typically do is I like to go for games in here where there are stacks. So say in this game, you see at the wide receiver position, I think DeAndre Hopkins scores more than Michael Thomas, per se. So I go with Deshaun Watson as well. Now you have stacked them. It's like in those other DFS sites where you stack the players. I'm going to stack those players because I believe they are going to do great together. Now, with this, I'm going to make a total of 12 total picks plus 3 alternate picks. Now, the way this works is it used to be a single entry GPP. Now, in these, you can add up to 10 maximum entries, and the top 10% win 9 times your buy-in. It is actually amazing. And then if you hit that beautiful 12 and oh, you can get the progressive bonus in the $2 game of over $3,000. Now, if you're playing in some of those bigger games, the progressive bonus is over $27,000. That is going to be huge for you to hit if you can hit that, and I think you can. Now, you guys are going to come play against me, come compete with me. Let's see who's smarter, me or you. Likely is going to be you. So let's play together. Let's hit that 12 and 0 record bonus there, and the stars are going to align, and it's going to be amazing for you. Let's have some fun this week. Check out overlaydfs.com, link down below in the description. You're going to have a great time. Play the rest of the video now. And we are back. Make sure to check out overlaydfs.com, link down below in the description. They are great friends of mine, and the website is super fun to play with. Come and play with me. Let's get right into this video. For the quarterback position, I'm going to be starting up Kirk Cousins in this game. Kirk Cousins is in for a huge revenge game against the Redskins. Now, Kirk Cousins hasn't been playing all that great at the beginning of the season, but then the last couple of weeks he's really turned it on. I think he's going to especially turn it on against the Redskins' terrible defense. He's going to be pissed that they sent him packing to Minnesota. I think that Kirk Cousins is going to be in for a huge matchup this week. I think he absolutely destroys the Redskins defense. Now, I'm going to be sitting Case Keenum mainly because Case Keenum fucking sucks. You guys know this. Case Keenum is not a guy you're going to be wanting to start in fantasy football. Now onto the running back position. Mainly Dalvin Cook is the only person you could be starting in this game. Dalvin Cook is obviously amazing against a good or a bad defense. This week he gets the second option. He gets the bad option. Dalvin Cook is going to absolutely run a train on the Redskins defense. He is going to eviscerate them. He may be the #1 running back in fantasy football this week. That would not surprise me at all. Now for the sets, I'm sitting down AP. He is not completely 100%. He is likely going to play in this game. He said he's good to go, so he should be playing. Wendell Smallwood is obviously a guy that is from the Philadelphia Eagles. He's not a guy that you're going to want to be starting in this game. I doubt either of these guys get more than around 6 points. I'm also going to be starting Chris Thompson because he is out. Just so you know, he's out of the game, so do not have him in your starting lineup. Next game here, or next game, I should say, the next position here is the wide receiver position. I'm going to be starting up Scary Terry McLaurin for the Redskins. Now, Scary Terry last week had a bad game, mainly due to the rain. I think last week he took an L, but this week he bounces back. Terry McLaurin is in for a huge matchup this week. I think you could define this as a skull-fucking matchup. I think he is going to destroy the Minnesota defense. The Minnesota defense has looked good. A lot of people are worried about that, but I am not scared. I think Terry McLaurin really bounces back in a big way for this game. Stephon Diggs, on the other hand, is in for a huge game again. Last week you saw him score a bunch of touchdowns. This week I think he's going to score a bunch again with Adam Thielen out, obviously a sit. He is in for a huge matchup this week. I really do love Stephon Diggs' matchup for this week. Like I said, the Redskins defense is allowing a lot of points to running backs, receivers, quarterbacks. So pretty much all of the Vikings players are going to be good in this game except for one. Now, who is that Now, who is that one player? That is Kyle Rudolph, the tight end. You're going to be sitting Kyle Rudolph. Now, Kyle Rudolph is a guy that has been okay in fantasy in the past, but this year, I do not like him at all. He has not been performing at all this year. Kirk Cousins, even with Adam Thielen out, doesn't seem to be targeting Kyle Rudolph. Vernon Davis, like I said, is going to be out in this matchup. There's no other tight ends on the team. Obviously, Jordan Reed is going to be out as well, so you're dealing with some other fourth, third string garbage ass tight ends, so don't be starting them either. Now onto the defenses. You're obviously going to be starting the Minnesota Vikings in this matchup. The Minnesota Vikings have been phenomenal all season on defense. I think this week especially, I think Case Keenum is going to throw some picks straight to the defense of Minnesota, and it should be a phenomenal game for them. You're obviously going to be sitting the Redskins defense. I don't think anyone in fantasy football even owns the Redskins defense, because the only time you could have played them was against the Dolphins, so you don't need them anymore. They're done. You're never playing them again this season because the Redskins defense is awful. So thank you guys all for watching this video. If you guys have any questions about any start-sit decisions, make sure to leave them down below in the comment section. Make sure to click that subscribe button if you ended up enjoying. You know I love each and every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for helping me hit 2,600 subscribers. It really means the world to me. Have a great rest of your guys' day. I love you all. Like I always say, goodbye, my friends.